Hi everyone, welcome to Stat 100 Summer Online. My name's Carly Flanagan and I am the instructor for this course. I've taught it multiple times, so I thought it would be a good idea to give you guys just kind of a preview of what to expect for the summer. So we use two websites for this class, mainly just Compass and LonCappa. Compass is what you see right here, and LonCappa I actually have pulled up and I'm going to show you guys towards the end of this video. So feel free to log into Compass and kind of navigate what I have here. The very first thing I wanted to say is that I actually post all of my emails under announcements. So if you joined the class late or for whatever reason didn't get my email, I do have that posted under announcements. So this is the email I sent on Sunday, the day before the class started. So feel free to take a look at that. Also, the syllabus is posted here, and there are a few things. I trust you guys to read this thoroughly, but there are a few things I wanted to point out. The first thing is my email address. So I actually use a separate Gmail account for this class. It's stat100flanagan@gmail.com, so please email me at that email. I'm generally pretty good at responding to emails within 24 hours if it's during the week. On the weekend, I'll definitely get back to you by the Monday, like if you email me anytime over the weekend. Other things to point out on the syllabus are the required materials for the course. So if you guys haven't gotten your notebook yet, please get that ASAP. The only two things that are required are the textbook, which is really a fill-in-the-blank notebook. You can either get the spring 2019 or fall 2018 edition. They are exactly the same. And we actually use this during class every lecture video. So every lecture video, you guys will see me filling out this notebook. So definitely make sure to get it. It's been proven to be the best learning tool for online students. I do a lot of research on online education, and in the past, students who don't get the notebook generally do a lot worse than students who do. So you can either get that in person at the Illini Union Bookstore or online. It's really easy to find online. I'll show you guys. You can just Google Illini Union Bookstore. Click on the very first link, and then we want to get textbooks. So I'm going to go to buy textbooks and then shop for my book. I can go to for all of this stuff. So this is University of Illinois Summer 2019. This is a stat class, so you'd go to the statistics department, Stat 100, and then you guys are in the online section. And then I can click add to course lists and get your books, and you guys will see the notebook here. It's $35. You can get it shipped directly to your house. So get this ASAP. That's probably the very first thing that you guys should do if you haven't done it already. Other things to point out on the syllabus, I will have you guys use a calculator for the exams. It'll be really nice to have one. And you can use any non-graphing calculator. So no TI Inspires, TI 83s, 84s. As long as it's a non-graphing calculator, it should work. If you guys have any questions at all throughout the course about homework or technical issues, definitely send me an email. And if you can include a screenshot in your email, that will be even more helpful. I'll talk a bit more about the exams later. The next thing I want to show you guys is the course calendar. Actually, I just realized I didn't talk about the grading. I am just going to have you guys take a look at this. The main work that's required for the class is the midterm, the final, and then the weekly homework. And then there are two ways to get extra credit, which I will talk about a bit later. So the grading is also on the syllabus as well. If I go to the course calendar, you guys can see when everything is due. So our very first homework assignment actually isn't due until next week. So the first week is kind of, I know a lot of people join late and you're getting used to the class. So usually the homework will be due on Friday, but the first homework I push back to be due on Monday just because it's the very first one. And I have that you should be watching the videos on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. To be totally honest, you can watch the videos at any time that's convenient for you. Those are just suggested times. Other things on Compass, the lecture videos. So this is where you guys are going to actually get the content. And the week one videos are posted. If I click on this, you'll see 3 different videos to watch for week 1. And all you have to do is click on the video and it will go ahead and start. So in the video, you'll see me at the beginning.
Can avoid it. You should. Just some basic
Hold on,
definition.
sorry. Oh, there's
In
me.
this
That's what I look
video,
like. So that's me in a recording studio. And then as the video goes on, you'll see that I'm writing in the notebook. So here's the notebook.
you want to
I'm
make sure you
taking
have a lot of
notes,
people in your school.
talking through it. I like to use a highlighter. You don't have to use one, but I think it's super helpful. And you can take notes along with me. I definitely encourage you to take your own notes. You don't have to write exactly what I write, but I think it's good for you guys to see these videos, which are basically exactly like an in-person class. So make sure to watch these. Don't get these confused with the pre-lecture videos, which are extra credit. These are the actual videos that you're going to watch to get all the content. So make sure to get that notebook if you haven't gotten it yet. Other things to talk about, you do actually get bonus points for filling out your notebook. So if you click on bonus notebook points, I'll release this today, but the very first bonus notebook submission is due May 24th at 11:59. So basically you can take pictures of your notes and submit them for extra credit because again, we think it's so important for people to take notes. Passively watching a video doesn't do much for learning, but actually writing stuff down and taking notes has great learning outcomes. So we want to reward you guys if you decide to do that. So that's where the bonus notebook submissions come in. So if you have access to a scanner, you can scan the pages and submit them as a PDF. You can also get an app on your phone that does that. Whatever works best for you, you can submit those for extra credit every other week. And the due dates are on the course calendar. So if I go back to the course calendar, here is the very first one. It's due May 24th. So basically what I'll be looking for is that you took notes on every page. Again, you don't have to write exactly what I write. You don't have to highlight, just that you're taking notes and following along. So one other thing, the last thing I want to point out on Compass is the exam info. So because this class is online, we are required to give proctored exams. So I have two options for that. You can either use ProctorU, which is an online proctoring service that allows you to schedule a time to take your exam online and have someone proctor you through a webcam. This is probably the most common option that people decide to do in this class. And the exams, it costs $21.50 for the 2-hour exam. So there's two of those. So ProctorU does cost money, but it is the best way to ensure academic integrity in an online class. The other option is to find a proctor. You can submit this third-party proctor request form and email it to me. Your proctor can be anyone who works at a university, a high school, a library, someone from a testing center, basically anyone who can proctor you that's not related to you, that has a job either as a teacher or a librarian or is an actual proctor. So I'll send more info about this as the time gets closer, but the exams actually can be taken anytime during the exam week. It says right here, exam window to be determined, but actually on this, if you look on the syllabus, I know when the exam weeks are. So the midterm is the week of June 17th and the final is the week of July 29th. So you can take your exam anytime throughout that entire week, which is nice. All right, so that's Compass. Like I said, I encourage you guys to explore it. I'll be posting your grades on here. All grades will be posted on Compass. Right now, if you click on My Grades, there's nothing here because we haven't had anything due yet, but I'll post your grades generally the Monday of each week for all the grades from the previous week. The other website I wanted to show you guys is LawnCappa. So LawnCappa is a website that I use that allows students to submit their homework and it automatically grades it, which is really nice. So you guys will log in. You all should have access to LawnCappa right now. And when you log in, you want to click on Contents. Actually, anytime you're confused with LawnCappa, click on Contents and it will get you exactly to where you need to be. So if I click on Contents, I can see here's the required homework, the bonus, which is the pre-lectures, and then I'll actually repost all the homework. So if you want to do it as practice or if you miss one, you can go ahead and actually do it. It won't count as a grade, but it'll count as practice. And if you actually look back really quick at the homework tab on Compass, you can see that it says late homework is not accepted on LawnCappa. But because of this, I realize you guys probably have a lot going on this summer. I'll drop your 2 lowest homework scores. So you can miss 2 homeworks without any penalty. But please don't email me and ask for an extension just because Lon Kappa doesn't give extensions, so that's why we have the true dropped homework. So if you miss a homework, not a huge deal at all. You don't have to tell me about it. I'll drop it at the end. That applies for 2 of them. So let's look at the required homework. The first assignment actually is posted. Homework assignment 1, it says what chapters in the notebook it's over and the due date. So it's due on May 20th, and anything on Lon Kappa is due. I have it set to be 11:59 p.m. So I actually did the first question already just to double check that it worked, but it looks like there's a couple questions here. So each question has multiple parts. So if I click on the first one, you'll see that I got it correct. And it tells you how many tries you get. So like for the second one, I get 2 tries. So if I get it incorrect, that answer is not right. It will say it's incorrect, and you can click on your previous tries. So if I got this incorrect again on the second try, then I wouldn't get credit for that question. This question up here, if I look at my previous tries, I actually got it wrong first and then I got it right. So that's okay. I would still get full credit for this part. So right now I would have 1 point on this homework assignment, but obviously it's worth more than 1 point. There's 3 questions here, and then there's a bunch of other questions as well. The last question does only have 1 try, so the tries vary from question to question. But to get to the next question, you can either click on contents and just go back and click on the next question, or you can use these green arrows up here. I really like doing that. Here's the next question. There's a bunch of different sub-questions for you guys to answer. This one, it looks like you get 10 tries, so that's quite a bit. I'm going to keep going. Next question. And I'm basically going to keep going, keep answering these questions until I get to a screen that says I'm done. So I think it's this one. It says, congrats, you're done with this assignment. So that means I'm done. And then if I click on contents again, when you finish the assignment, you should see if you got it all right, all of these arrows should be green check marks if you got everything correct. If you got something wrong, there'll be an X, and that's okay. A lot of people get at least a couple questions wrong in the homework, so that's not a huge deal. Obviously, the better you do, the better your grade will be, but if you get a few wrong, don't stress out about it. And if you want to come back to the homework, like I actually answered this question yesterday, you can come back. It will save it forever, basically. So like if you do 70% of the homework, that will be your grade, and forget to do the rest, then that will be your grade. It won't be like you got a 0. So you can do homework, log out, come back, and it'll save your progress. So that's really nice. So the homework is there, and then these bonus pre-lectures, which are just videos for students to watch to either get a preview of what we'll talk about in lecture, or to kind of recap what we talked about in lecture. So if I click on chapter 1 pre-lecture, it says it's due this Wednesday. Basically, there's a short video and then a couple questions to answer. And even though it's extra credit, if you do get these questions wrong, you won't get the extra credit. So it is based on correctness, but we try and give a lot of tries on the pre-lectures. So make sure not to accidentally watch the pre-lectures instead of the lectures. To be honest, the most important lectures to watch are the actual lecture videos right here. The pre-lectures are just extra credit. They're supplemental material if you think you need to see it more than once. So these lecture videos are the most important. The pre-lectures are extra credit. If you just watch the pre-lectures, you'll miss out on a huge amount of the class because, again, they're just giving you a preview of what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to go back to contents to get to where I need to be. And that's pretty much it for Lon Kappa. I don't use Lon Kappa's gradebook. Remember, I will post all the grades in Compass. So I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely send me an email. And I'm looking forward to a great summer. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.